First half, we should have finished the job off, but it wasn't to be. And bad decision making by Saliba cost us the free kick, which ultimately left to the equaliser for Crystal Palace. And I've got to be honest with you, when that equaliser went in, I thought there was going to be one outcome. I thought that the heads went down, and once it went to penalties, I thought Palace might have had the upper hand. I thought that might have damaged us. But credit where credit's due. We kept our nerve. We kept our heads. Some great penalties. I was a little bit fearful when Saliba stepped up. I've got to admit, I was like this on a few occasions. But we got the job done. We got the job done. But let's go back to the weekend as well, though, because Arsenal versus Everton. Again, yeah, we got the 3 points. However, there was a lot of flaws. There was a lot of cracks. And again, lots of kind of, how can you say, should have been. And it just didn't happen, people. It didn't happen. No Eze in the team. And this is what I'm saying. It's all getting a little bit predictable. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, people. It's Christmas. We're top of the league. We're in the semi-final, 2 legs against Chelsea, home away first leg, and then obviously we bring them back to the Emirates. So it's really important we get a good lead on that first leg. But big up to everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. It is nearly Christmas Eve. The stream won't be too long, people. So welcome aboard. And here we go. We've got Sahal. How you doing? You can see me now. I don't know what went wrong. I added me to stage and it wouldn't add myself to stage. I'm pressing add to stage, and I didn't appear for some reason or another. StreamYard doing all sorts of madness, bit like the penalties. Big up to Untouchables. Everyone remember what Jesus is now. Looks flashy, but no end product, just like Madueke. Yeah, facts, my friend. Facts. This is the problem. Our final third, our attack, and our number 9, our centre forward. Call it what you like. We're just struggling. You bring on Jesus again. Hit and miss. Gyökeres, although he's got 7 goals, he has scored from the penalty spot on about 3 occasions or 2 occasions. Again, hit and miss. Marino tonight. Really? Come on, man. Midfield, it's a worry. It is a worry. Absolute worry. Ian Wright was gassing up Gabriel Jesus on ITV beforehand and he's finishing versus Gyökeres. How did that work out tonight? Missing 80 chances. Embarrassing. Lux, get used to it, brother. It's going to carry on. It's going to carry on into the new year. It ain't going to stop there. It's going to carry on, my friend. It's going to carry on. What a shit show that was. How we didn't score in the first half. Exactly. I mean, credit to the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. I'm surprised he didn't save the penalties, to be honest, because he was having a stormer in the first half. So I'm surprised that he didn't sort of save any of those penalties, to be honest, because his confidence was sky high. But we get through. We scrape through. We scrape through Saturday. Own goal. We got through tonight. Own goal. And Kepa, eh? Kepa. I'm wondering if Raya would have saved that. Just saying. Would Raya have saved that? Oh, yeah. Probably. Everyone would say. Very good penalties. Yeah, they were good penalties, Lux. And big up to everyone that's in. Not acceptable, mate. No, I don't think so. Andrew. But, you know, you'll have your faithfuls turn around and say, well, he rested players. It weren't our full team. We had loads of chances. We should have scored, blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter is we still have not got a proper out-and-out goal scorer in this football team. That is the mate. We can go round the houses all day long. We can go round and round and round and round all day long. But the bottom line comes to the facts is the thing that we was all crying about last season and the thing that we was all shouting about last season, all we need is a number 9. We still haven't got one. We have got one, but the manager doesn't really play him in the right position and he doesn't play the right tactics. And unfortunately, the style of football Arteta plays doesn't suit Gyökeres. So we haven't got a number 9. But don't fear, people, because Kai Kai Havertz is back in training. He's back. He's back. The Messiah is back. He will be coming to your TV screens very, very soon, people. Trust me. Are you excited? Not really. Not really. Not really. You don't put your chances away against a Chelsea team. They're going to go through. Simple as that. Over 2 legs. Massive. Big up, Nicholas. Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Whatever everyone's doing. Happy Christmas if you're celebrating Christmas. If you don't, happy holidays anyway. And yeah, peace to everyone, my friends. Masterstroke by starting Kepa said no one forever. Exactly. Masterstroke. Of course it was. Our luck will run out at some point. Do you know what? Unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable. £1 billion spent and Lady Luck has been on our side now pretty much every game so far. We've got a shit manager and we need a good manager first. Well, he got it wrong tonight, didn't he? He took Jesus off and we lost all our shape. He had Eze. He could have bought on Eze instead of Rice, couldn't he? He could have bought on Eze instead of Rice. He had options there, didn't he? But he bought on Rice, locked up. Palace got the equaliser. And I'll be honest with you, it went to penalties and then it was a lottery, wasn't it? It was a lottery. There's no tactics involved in that at all. No tactics whatsoever. None whatsoever. Icy Spicy, big up to you, my friend. Happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas. Hope you're all well. Evening, everyone. Evening. Big up DJB, the legend in the chat. Good evening, everyone. Kawaja, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Smash the likes and subscribe. Let's go. 4 likes so far. Keep smashing the likes. Yeah, keep smashing them, guys. I'm not looking at big numbers in tonight, people, because I understand that people have got lots of things they're doing. So, but thank you all for joining me. Absolute legends, all of you. Elephant Boy, how you doing, my friend? You say not convinced, but it was just the finishing which was very poor. We definitely deserve to go through. 100%. I mean, look, I'll give you that, my friend. I'll give you that. You know, I'm not sitting here saying that we didn't deserve to go through. I think on the whole, we should have been easily out of sight in the first half. But if you don't put your chances away, that's football, isn't it? You could find yourself on, you could find yourself on the back burner. But yeah, I think on the whole, over the whole match, we probably deserved it. But listen, we'll take that. We've gone through on penalties, and we'll take it. It just needs to improve for me, people. It just needs to improve. I'm not just looking at this game, Elephant Boys 6594. I'm not just looking at this game. I'm looking at the season in the whole. It just needs to improve. We're just not flowing. We're just not there. We're just not there at the moment, and it is a worry. It is a worry. Shout out to you, DJB. Happy holidays in advance, and to you, Greppin. Big shout out to you, my friend. Blessed to you and the family. We played more fluid with Odegaard. Was not playing the first half. Exactly. And again, he had to bring on Saka, didn't he? He had to bring on some big guns to try and get the job done. Madueke again comes off. Eze doesn't get on. He brings on Declan Rice, takes off Jesus, which I thought, keep it going. Do you know what I mean? Don't know what he tried to do there, bringing on Rice. Well, I do, just sort of like keep it safe. Last day of work today. Glad it's nearly over. Big up, my friend. Big up. And the Prone. Big up, my friend. Smash the likes. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. It is freezing out today, guys. It is freezing out tonight. It feels got that Christmas chill in the air. It's probably about the coldest Christmas so far that I've felt in ages. Absolutely freezing. Jesus was terrible. Listen, Gabriel Jesus should not be at this football club. Let's get that right now. Let's get that absolutely right now. He's been injured. He's been out a long time. He looks rusty. He looks half the player he was, even though he was never really flying at Arsenal. He had moments, but let's be honest, we was all saying sell him. If we can get rid of Jesus, cash in on him, get rid of him. Now, everyone wants him as their first choice. So all those Arsenal fans that are saying start Jesus instead of Gyökeres, that's what you'll get, people. That is what you'll get. Sounds like poor finishing in front of goal. I missed a big chuck of the game due to being asleep, but caught the last 15 minutes. Yeah, we smashed them first half. We should have been out of sight first half. And, yeah, should have been out of sight. Ethan just models the merchandise on the sideline, mate. I can't keep expressing it enough. I'm going to call this, I'm probably the only one from the start that said when Ethan signed that contract, I probably was the only one that said, what are you doing? What are you doing signing your life away at this football club? Honestly, I've got no words. I've got no words other than loan him out or sell him. Because you're absolutely killing the kid. Killing him. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I kept saying, the reason why I call him Ethan Smith Rowe is for a reason. Because it's a carbon copy. It's a carbon copy of Ethan Smith Rowe. There is no different. I'm not talking about football ability. I'm talking about his career and his pathway at Arsenal Football Club. It's pretty much identical. It's absolutely appalling. I agree. When you're only scoring one goal, especially when it's their players scoring, it does take one goal for them. Exactly. You know, and again, it wasn't good against Everton. I don't care what anyone says. People can come to me and say, oh, yeah, we're top at Christmas. We're top at Christmas. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been pretty. Man City are purring. They're brushing teams away. They're scoring for fun. You know, they're just on it. Whereas Arsenal are trying to suffocate teams. They're trying to kind of draw teams in and suffocate them and wear them down. You know, we're not really flowing. You know, it's crazy. Why Ethan Nwaneri never got 5 minutes, brother? He never even got 2 minutes. Never even got 2 minutes. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy that this young kid is not even getting on in a Carabao Cup quarter-final. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He could have done a few things there, couldn't he? He could have put Saka in the centre, brought Ethan Nwaneri on the right. He could have put Trossard on. He could have put Trossard in the false nine. He could have put Ethan on the left. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Norgard, everyone impressed. Everyone impressed with Norgard? I don't know. Not for me. Not for me. Still scratching my head while we signed him. Big up you, DJB. Happy holidays. And to you, my friend. Been a while, DJB. Good evening. It has. Arteta out, bringing on Saka, Rice and even Odegaard. He's got to, because he's panic stations, isn't he? He has to. This is what I'm saying. He has to. They'll probably start against Chelsea now in the semi-final. He has to. It's panic stations. It's panic stations. I honestly thought the luck had run out tonight. When Palace scored, I thought, that's it. Luck's run out here. We're going out here on penalties. Palace are going to get over the line here. Honestly, this man gets out of jail every single time. Every single time. You could lock him up in jail. You could put him in Pentonville prison tonight and he'll escape. He'll escape. He'll get out. He'll have the keys or something. Like Walden will be coming from a Christmas party or something and drop the keys on the floor and fall right in front of Arteta's. Do you know what I mean? He'll get out. The geezer's got out of jail. Again. Yeah, first half we battered them. First half we should have been 2 or 3-0 up. Fair enough. Madueke missed chances. You expect that though. You're at home. You're the home team. You're in the quarter-final of a cup competition. You're going to be on the. You're going to be on the up. You're going to be going for it. But what happened second half? It was awful. Nwaneri should get out of this club. 100%. He should get out. I mean, look at the teams Nwaneri could go to. He could go to a West Ham on loan. He could go to Brighton on loan, Palace on loan. There's loads of clubs that would take him on loan. The minute he signed that contract, he basically signed his career away because he ain't getting any minutes at this football club. Let's talk about the games today. I thought Calafiori in the centre there done okay. Skelly looked half decent, tidy. Trossard, second half, I mean, he came in, drifted inside, made some nice little touches, got us out of trouble a couple of times when they was on the attack. Saliba again looked shaky to me. He looked shaky. He calls the goal for me, Saliba. He calls the equaliser. He could have just punted that down the line. He could have. I don't know what he tried to do. I think he tried to shield the ball and come away with it and walk and bring it out of defence. But he got caught. Then he got the wrong side of him, brought him down. Free kick, rest is history. Ball goes into the box, 1-1. You know, but he's looked shaky all the time, Saliba. Saka came on and didn't really set the world alight. Rice is not an off the bench player. You know, he looked. One thing Declan Rice can't do, and I've seen it numerous of times, even at West Ham. When he comes off the bench, Declan Rice, he looks really slow and shaky and clumsy. Declan Rice is the sort of player that has to play from the start. You know, he has to play from the start. Jesus was doing what Jesus does. Huffs, puffs, blows the house down, but no end product. That's what Jesus does. There was one incident there where I think the ball got cleared and he was through in the second half. And he should have hit it first time. I think it sat up nicely. It took a bounce and it just sat up in front of him. And I'm going, put your laces through it. And he tried to take them couple of touches into the box and then it all fizzled out. And I think we got a corner from it. But yeah, you know, it's Odegaard runs around. It's hard to criticise when you're through to a semi-final of a cup, but it's not exciting me, people. I've got to be honest. I'm not really getting excited over it, you know. And after watching the Everton game, the Wolves game, the 10 against Chelsea, 10 men, I'm just not. There's something missing. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something missing. Well, I can put my finger on it. Our final third, our attack is appalling. That's what it is. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I did months ago about Nwaneri. Absolute months ago. Absolute. Arsenal should get Henry back to give the forwards a crash course. I just don't think they've got it. I just don't think this football manager knows how to manage centre forwards or forwards. Lacazette fell off the cliff. Aubameyang, we see what he done to him. Jesus from Man City, we've seen what we've done to him. Martinelli, seen what we've done to him. Now Gyökeres, seen what we've done to him. It just carries on and carries on and carries on. This manager just cannot coach a centre forward. You mean no, a semi-final, not 3 points in your pie? Yeah, I wrote that ages ago, my friend. I wrote it ages ago. Yeah, Eze, another 3 points, Carabao Cup reaction. Yeah, that was the 3 points from the Everton game. As I said, there was no Eze in that, and that surprised me, to be honest with you. I don't know what Eze's got to do now. I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going to be the fall guy. I think Eze should have started against. I think he should have played against Everton. I don't think Odegaard should be starting in front of him. And that's just my opinion. Agreed, DJB. Nwaneri needs to play games to improve his development. He needs to move on under this fraud. Unbelievable. He's ruined him. He's not going to get game time under Arteta. He's not going to get game time under Arteta. No way. Big up Aces. Full debt and no management tactic strikes again. Big up Lynch. Season's greetings, my brother. How you doing? I hope you're well. Oh, man. Fucking hell, that hurts. Yeah, big time, mate. Big time. Big time. I've got to be honest with you. When you equalised, I thought the momentum swung your way because you should have been buried in the first half. And sometimes when you don't take your chances and you score a late equaliser against you, sometimes that comes to bite you back a little bit, doesn't it? You know, the only time Kepa guessed the right way and Lacroix went that way with his penalty, that was the only time the keeper guessed the right way. Mind you, if you look at it again, he went very, very early, Kepa. I'm surprised that he didn't get a retake, to be honest, if you look at the penalty close up. But I think they just all wanted to get home for Christmas. Did the players seem bothered? You know, when the cameras flashed to the halfway line, they were all laughing and joking and chatting away. I think they was all like singing Christmas carols and things like that. No one seemed bothered. If you look at the Palace, the Palace players, the Arsenal players, they were just all chilled. Did they seem bothered? It looked like they just didn't want to play tonight, to be honest. I don't know. The body, I couldn't believe it. They weren't all tensed, were they? You know, like penalty shootout. It's like, oh, you know, and you get that tension. It just felt like a school football match, didn't it? They were taking penalties. Chelsea will beat Arsenal over 2 legs. I tell you what, if we don't finish our chances, they will, brother. 100%. There seems to be something extremely wrong at Arsenal. Don't seem to be able to play without putting pressure on ourselves. This is what's going to happen. And eventually it's going to run out. Eventually it will run out. I said this the other day to someone. It weren't on stream. I was just talking in general. It's going to go 2 ways for us this season. Someone's going to give us a good hiding, I think. We're going to lose heavily to someone this season. And that might be I hate to say it and I don't want to see it, but sometimes that might be the tonic that we need. Because at the moment, and I know it sounds stupid, but at the moment, we're just we're like that kind of marathon runner, aren't we? That's not in the top 10 or top 15 of marathon runners. And they sort of get into the stadium and they run that last lap. And it's like, just get me over the line, you know, just get me through that finishing line. And they get through the finishing line, don't they? And then they turn around and then they realise they've won a medal. And they think, Jesus, how have I done that? You know, that's Arsenal at the moment. They're that tired marathon runner, just getting across the line. But eventually it's going to run out. And I believe that there's going to be a team out there. Our luck's going to run out and we're going to take an hiding. Don't know who it'll be, but I think, and that could be the kick up the backside we need. I don't know. Our performance is easy not to get excited. No, it's terrible. I think the issue is that everything looks similar and there are clear red flags which are repeating themselves. It is. It's all similar. It's all very, very similar. You must be fuming, DJB. I'm happy as anything. I'm over the moon that we're in the semi-final. And I'll be honest with you, I'm looking forward to that semi-final against Chelsea over 2 legs. Depending on what team we put out, I think we've got a chance because we're away first leg. So I think we've got a chance. I think if we line up with Norgard and Marino in midfield against Chelsea, I think that could hurt us, to be honest with you. I think that could hurt us. Spot on DJB doesn't know how to play with Ober. Yeah. I don't know what it is with his football manager, why he can't get the best out of strikers. I really don't know. I don't know why. It's a graveyard for strikers, isn't it? It really is. He just cannot get the best out of these strikers. And I said that when Gyökeres comes, we may need to change the way we play. And I was told he ain't going to change the way we play. And I said, well, he's going to have to. Otherwise, Gyökeres is going to look bang average. He's going to look bang average. And you can go back over streams, and I've been saying it time and time again. This player will look bang average if we don't get the best out of Gyökeres. And he looks he looks worse than bang average, to be honest. And it's not bad. And I can't blame Gorkares. I can't blame Gorkares. It's just the system we're playing in. And sometimes it just don't suit players. And I've said that before. Like when football players come to a football club and it just don't work out for them. For some reason or another, it just doesn't work out for them. And that could be the tactics. It could be the midfield players that he's playing with. It could be anything, 101 things. But it just don't work out. And then they go to another football club and they're scoring bags and bags of goals. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know I don't know where it's going to pan out. But at the moment, we're struggling. And we've still got the same problem we had last season. And tonight in the first half shows the problems we had last season. We can't score. We're struggling to score goals. I think the last 3 goals, they've all been own goals. Tonight was an own goal and 2 against Everton. It's crazy. Against Wolves, sorry. It's honestly, we're scoring more, we're scoring more own goals than we are set pieces now. We played well in the first half, but our forward couldn't score. We've seen the story before. Yep. And we'll see it again. We'll keep seeing it. Big up, DJ. Big up to yourself, my friend. Happy holidays. You want to win with style, and we are stylists. Do you know what? I just want to be convinced. Sometimes I'm happy to nick a game. Like tonight, I'm happy that we've just nicked it. I'm all right with that. Get in the semi-final. We go through on penalties. It's a lottery. We've nicked it. Happy days. Move on. But I just want to be convinced. I want something that I'm going to look forward to in the future, because all I'm hearing is, squad depth, best team in Europe, squad depth, covering every position. Well, I've seen the squad depth tonight. Is that going to win you a Champions League or the Premiership? That midfield lineup tonight, is that going to win you the Champions League or the Premiership? Because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I think our squad depth is overrated. I think it's been hyped up far too much. Way too much. Way too much. Big up, Martin. Hope you're well, my friend. Happy Christmas to you as well and your family. 100%. Thank you for joining us tonight. I saw that DJB laughing. Unbelievable. Did you see it on the halfway line when they were taking the penalties? I thought it was just me. But they were laughing, joking. Everyone was chilled. It's as if like, come on. It's Christmas Eve in a couple of hours' time. Get the game done. Get it over and done with. Do we want to go to a semi-final? Do we want 2 legs? Do we really need this cup? They were chilling, laughing, joking. Mateta was having a laugh with someone. There's penalties going on, and Mateta's having. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Me personally, I've never seen it before. How you doing, Darren? Big up, my friend. Arteta doesn't have a clue on rotation. I mean, Odegaard, Jesus, he's back in the team after a good start. Yep. Don't be surprised if they don't start against Brighton. I said Jesus would start tonight. I said he'd start Jesus tonight. Gorkares wasn't used. We saw Jesus tonight, didn't we? Is that your number 9 that's going to fire you to the Premiership, Martin? Darren? Is it? Is that who we're relying on to fire us to the Premiership? Because they're the trophies we want to win. We want to win the Premiership and we want to win the Champions League. That's our squad depth. That's what's round the corner if we get injuries, people. That is, if we get injuries, that is what we've got. Timber plays again. Calafiori plays again. I mean, there's still key players that have played a lot of minutes. Saliba's had to play again tonight. He's brought Rice back in tonight. Saka's had to play tonight. So, this is why I'm not convinced about the team and the manager in cup knockouts and big games yet. Tactically, I thought he got it wrong again tonight. when we went 1-0 up. I don't think bringing on Rice was the move. I think we lost our shape a little bit, to be honest with you. Gyökeres is not the problem, brother. No, he's not the problem, my friend. He's not the problem. Gyökeres is not the problem. We all know what the problem is, and we all know what's going to be the problem. We cannot keep getting away with it, people. Eventually, something is going to come up and bite us on the backside. It can't carry on. It can't carry on. I understand that we can't blow teams away every team we play. I understand that we're not going to win 4-5-0 all the time. I understand that we're not. But I'll go back to 2023. Some of the football we was playing was brilliant. Was brilliant. I'm bored. I've got to be honest with you. I'm bored. Yeah, the first half today we should have won, but on the whole, go back to the Everton game, go back to the Wolves game, Liverpool early in the season, Man United first game of the season. I'm just bored of it, to be honest. £1 billion spent, and I'm just not convinced. 270 minutes, 0 goals of our own scored, 3 own goals, 1 handball penalty. This isn't sustainable. There you go. Says it right there. Big up to you, level-headed fan Terry Tibbs. Terry Tibbs, my friend, I couldn't have said it better. As we're coming up to Christmas Eve, says it all right there. Static, big up, my brother. Hope you well. 33 likes. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. Sorry for the there was no Sunday sit back. The busy weekend. Pre-Christmas, having to visit and do stuff. I just weren't able to do it, people. So I thought I'd have a late night chat tonight and see how we go. Some of these Arsenal fans just need to watch other Champions League games and see the quality. Yeah, exactly. Look, there's a difference between quality and being competitive. The Premier League is competitive, like all leagues are competitive and that, but the quality of football in some of these football leagues, I mean, I watch it backstage sometimes with Lee and Matty, and it's incredible the way they move the ball, the transition, how quick they move the ball into attack. That game is just built on just possession and slow motion. And I mean, that second half tonight was just, it was rubbish, wasn't it? Let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. It didn't really feel like a cup tie, did it? Was it just me? It just didn't feel like a cup tie. Yeah, honestly, it felt like a pre-season friendly. I don't know. Perhaps it's just the time of year it was being played. I don't know. The crowd, I don't think, there was a lot of, I mean, good luck to the people that got a ticket and went and stuff like that. It just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed lethargic to me. And the penalties just looked aggro to the players. It was like, oh, God, come on, someone miss. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like, oh, come on, hurry up. Someone miss it. Fuck's sake, I want to go home. That's how it felt. It just didn't feel like a cup tie to me. Good evening, Papa D. Good evening, Guna. I hate Mikel as a human, not just as manager. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of hatred coming into him. I mean, it's just, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, my friend. I don't really, I want to change a manager. Of course I do. I'm not flip-flopping around. I never do. People that follow me know that I stick to my word. I want him gone. Shane wants him gone. We've want him gone. But I don't think he's going anywhere. As I said, he keeps getting out of jail. Someone keeps giving him the keys and he keeps letting himself out. Simple as that. Keeps getting out of jail. Eze and Gyökeres look like a waste of time signing. Yep, they're going to be a waste of time, Terry. Terry Tibbs, my friend, they're going to be a waste of time. What you've got to realise as well, We signed these players. These are not young players that are just learning their trade. These are established 27, 28, the back end of their 20s with big careers already under their belt. So Berta brought these in for an instant impact into this team. He brought them in for instant reaction because they're established. Eze, Gorkarez scoring goals for fun. 27, going on for 28. Yeah. So they were brought in for, right, there you go. They're players that have not got to learn the trade. They're players that you've not got to coach. They're up and running, ready to go. Let's go. And he ain't used them. He ain't used them. Who talks about Eze now? He scored 3 goals. He scored a hat-trick against Spurs in the North London derby. No one really talks about him. No one really talks. He's just a squad player. I'm seeing him I'm seeing him there when they're taking their penalties with their arms round each other, and he just looks like a squad player. Looks like part of the coaching team. It's mad. Big up DJB. Big up the doc. Just rip off the banning and sack. Yeah. Oh, mate, he ain't going to get. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. He's going to go all the way, isn't he? You know he is. He'll be here next season. Even if he don't win anything, I just feel that he's going to be here next season. I just feel that he's going to be here next season. So lucky, Paul. Honestly, absolutely. Big up the Shane Ray. Big up Shane. Big up the Shane Gooner, man. I hope you're feeling better, Shane. I hope you're feeling better, brother. I really do. Vigilante, big up the Vig. Hope you're well. Big up everyone that's in it. Big up everyone that's come over. Aaron, how you doing, my friend? Big up, my friend. If you've got a spare 5 minutes and you want to jump on, just let me know in the chat, my friend. I can send you the link. You can have a little jump on, have your say on what you saw tonight. I'm just getting a bit fed up with it, Aaron, to be honest with you. That second half was appalling. We got out of jail again, haven't we? Got out of jail. Jam Boy, Merry Christmas to you. Big up to my member for 5 months. From the start, big up to you, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. And big up, Darren. Hope you're well, bruv. DJB, this generation of footballers seem less attached to football than previous generations. Listen, back here, I've never seen it. I've never seen laughing and joking and clowning around on the halfway line whilst they're taking their penalties. I've never seen it. I've never seen such a chilled set of players that don't look as if they're bothered. I'd have never have seen it. It looked an inconvenience to these players, didn't it? Penalties. It looked hassle. Oh shit! Really? Do you know what I mean? It looked as if they was going through ag. Seemed like the whole game was a drag. Yeah, as I said, first half we should have put them out of sight, and then after that it was like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't know what he's going to do with Havertz when he's back. He'll be straight back in. Straight back in. Big up Views. Make sure you're following Views as well. Another real one. Merry Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas to you, Views. Hope you're well, brother. Love, respect to all the family. Make sure that you're following all these people, all real ones. Eze, the whole midfield were good in the first half, yet Arteta still hooks Eze early and Odegaard gave him nothing. Yep. Gets him off, gets Eze off. What's he getting him off for? Is he going to start against Brighton then? Because if Eze's been hooked and he don't start against Brighton, this is what I'm saying. So Eze should be starting against Brighton as far as I'm concerned. As for Nwaneri, just move on, brother. Just move on. If I was Nwaneri's agent, I'd be marching straight into that Arsenal boardroom or whatever, and I'd be going, look, get my boy. He needs a move. He needs a move. Transfer request, loan request, whatever you want to call it. Just get him gone. Get him gone. Big up, Darren. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to all the real ones in the community. Big up, Jam Boy. Massive sharing a screen with you the other day, Jam Boy. Thank you very much for that. Really enjoyed it. Big up to you, my friend. Proof once again that Odegaard only sabotages our team. Slows it all down. Slows it all down. The whole tempo slows it all down. Everyone feels that it has to go through Odegaard. You watch when Odegaard comes on. Every single player feels that they have to pass it to him. Oh, give it to Odegaard. Give it to Martin. Give it to Martin. And everything has to go through Martin Odegaard. Everything. And then where does he look? The first place he looks is, where's Saka? Where can I find Saka? This is why Gyökeres is running down dark alleys. Crazy, man. Crazy. Please explain to me why Gyökeres didn't start today and why he never came on. Why does Arteta do everything to break him down? Because he doesn't want him. He doesn't want him, my friend. He does not want him. Simple as that. Doesn't fit the system. Doesn't play the way he wants him to play. Can't coach him. This is the thing that people don't understand with Mikel Arteta. If players doesn't suit the way he plays and what he's looking for, and they don't suit his plan A, he ain't got a clue how to coach plan B. He can't turn Nwaneri into a good player because it's too hard. He hasn't got the capabilities of turning Nwaneri into a brilliant forward or a brilliant player. He hasn't got the capabilities of turning Gyökeres into a top striker or creating chances for him. So what he does, he messes them around. He plays their mindset. He puts them on the bench, drags them off, substitutes them, don't give them any minutes. What he does, he wears them down, gives them the ump, pisses them off, basically. Out of sight, out of that danger. Bit like the naughty kid in class. You get that student in class where they just need a little bit of a shoulder, little bit of an arm around the shoulder, little bit more time with a teacher, a little bit one-on-one. They're not quite understanding how the work is, don't quite get it, don't quite understand how to do it. And you got to teach them, you got to nurture them, bring them on. Yeah? And they can't do that. So what they do, they put them at the back of the class and they forget about them. What does the naughty kid do? Kicks off, starts playing up, gets frustrated, starts running around the school, causes fights in the playground. This is what Arteta does with players, pisses them off. Can't really get the best out of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to put you on the bench. We're not going to play you. We're going to drag you off. I mean, look what he's done to Madueke. Look what he's done to Madueke. Scores 2 wonder goals against Bruges and then don't play him. And then plays him tonight. And then when he's rusty and he's missing chances and he looks rusty, he looks ring rusty where he hasn't played, takes him off. What you got to realise, right, this football manager is going to set up when everyone's fit, when he's got every single player available, he's got Jesus back, so you can see what he's doing there. He's bringing him into the frame. He's got Odegaard back. He's bringing him into the frame. The only missing link now is Havertz. Once Havertz is back, he's bringing him straight back in. Once Havertz is back, he's bringing him straight back in. And you will see a lineup of Arsenal Football Club similar to the lineup you saw last season and the season before that won nothing. Eze was balling in Palace. Eze was different class for Crystal Palace. Eze was different class. Go and watch Eze for Crystal Palace. Go and watch his goals. Go and watch what he was doing for Crystal Palace. He looks half the player. And this is the worry. This is the worry. Eze looks bang average. I'm not looking at Eze now. Now he's in an Arsenal shirt. I don't give a monkey's what he done for Palace. When we signed Eze, I wanted Palace and more. I'm getting Eddie Nketiah. Gyökeres. I was watching that guy score unbelievable goals. I'm seeing him at Arsenal. He'd struggle to get into a Sheffield United team. And the manager's not allowed to take any criticism. It's not the manager's fault. It's not the system. It's not the tactics. Nothing to do with the manager at all, no? He don't pick the team. He don't pick the tactics. What do the players do like they do the captain? It's fucking disgusting, man. At one point, Calafiori was attacking midfield and Eze was a left-back. It's absolutely shocking. Champ boy. That's what I mean. And I said that. How many times have I said that on streams? Why is it Calafiori can have the freedom of North London, yet the players with the most attacking flair and the creativity are not allowed? Yet Calafiori he can go where he likes. He can do what he wants. We dominated the first half. It would have been great to have Gyökeres there. I think Gyökeres would have scored 2 goals tonight in the first half. I think Gyökeres would have scored 2 goals in that first half tonight. And this is where this is where man management comes in. If Gyökeres is going to be your main man going forward, and he's going to be your main man that's going to get you to the promised land in Premierships and Champions League, these are the games that you need to see him playing. You don't have a player that's been injured for over a year start in today's game. So that tells me that Jesus is his choice over Gyökeres. Because if I'm the manager of the football team, I'm going, Victor, right, now's your chance. We need you to bag 20 plus goals. We need to win that Premiership. You play in that game tonight, fill your boots, go and score a couple of goals. Get your 2 goals, ball out, 10, 15 minutes left, then bring on Jesus. No. What does he do? Starts Jesus. Puts Jesus there. Gyökeres don't even get on the pitch. Again, playing with a guy's mind. You don't think he's sitting there going, oh, wish I was out there tonight. I reckon I'd have got a hat-trick. I reckon I'd have scored 2 of them tonight. He's watching Madueke miss chances and all that. He's probably thinking, oh, I'd have scored tonight. I'd have bagged tonight. He'd have gone into the Christmas holidays thinking, right, come on in, Brighton. Let's go. No. You know your place. He knows he ain't first choice. He already knows it. The Gyökeres already knows under this football manager, when everyone's fit, he's down in the pecking order. He knows his time at Arsenal Football Club. Here today, I've learnt over the years the easiest way to fool someone is to tell them simple truth. For some odd reason, they never believe you. Exactly. Spot DJB 29 will slot straight back in. We're drawing games left, right, while City fly right by us and Rodri. Yet Rodri ain't even back yet. Cherky's going to ball out. City ain't going to lose many games over Christmas. They're not going to drop many points. Haaland wouldn't score under Arteta. Do you know what? You honestly think Mikel Arteta would be able to handle a player like Haaland? He couldn't handle him. No one's allowed to be bigger than Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is Arsenal Football Club. Man like Haaland takes all the headlines. Arteta ain't having that. This player would not. Haaland wouldn't. Do you know what? I'm convinced about that, to be honest. I'm absolutely convinced. Yay, Havertz, the guy who falls over the ball and shocking in front of goal, is our saviour. It is. It is. It is. It is. He don't trust Gyökeres, does he? If he wanted Gyökeres to take us forward and be his main striker, he plays in games tonight, doesn't he? He starts in games tonight. These are the games he starts. How Odegaard as in over Eze is beyond me. What must he think he gets a hat-trick v Tottenham and then since he's treated like shit? Spot on, Darren. I said it. You know your place. What you got to remember, they're at the back. They're getting into their 30s. I think Eze's like, what, 28, 29? These are established players. They're the finished article. They've come in to get this guy over the line. None of this trust the process and phases. That's gone now. That's all finished. Hope the heck is neurotic Arteta is a fan base hooked on foolishness. Crazy, man. Arteta will fail spectacularly again this season. I'm not convinced. I've just not seen enough. I've not seen enough to convince me that this guy can do it. Look at tonight. He nearly threw it away tonight again, didn't he? Big game, quarter-final. For some reason or another, he struggles to get over the line. He struggled again. Penalty shootout, you know. Calafiori roaming like a wild horse. Yeah, he's allowed to. If you look out the window, he's probably running around outside your house. Do you know what I mean? I wish I got paid 15 mil a year to have an army of divs protecting me all the time, making excuses, no accountability. He just has his feet up, desk chilling. He's got no worries at all, has he? No worries at all. No one's going to question him. No one's going to say anything about anything. No one's going to question him about his team selection. They're all going to go in the press conferences. They're all going to be vetted before they go in. They're going to be nice, easy questions to answer. There's going to be no stress, no aggro. £15 million. Thank you very much indeed. Big up to you, my friend, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend, as well. We're very lucky again, and missing chances worries me. Changes worries me long term. At least we won long penalty shootout. Yeah, I mean, look, you take the penalty shootout. We move into the semi-final. Of course you take it. But as I said, when everyone's fit, I don't know where Eze and Gyökeres are going to fit in. I don't think, because we've heard so much about squad depth and how good the squad is. But I'm not seeing it. Madueke, I'm not seeing it. Glimpses. Then he balls out against in the Champions League. Then he doesn't play for 2 games. Eze, squad player, bench warmer, gets dragged off. Gyökeres. Yeah, it's just list goes on. Arteta is ruining the new signings. Shot Glock tonight, leaving him out. Yeah, I think he's done him. If I'm Gyökeres tonight, I'm absolutely going home fuming. Cat's being kicked out the door. Ruined my Christmas if I'm Gyökeres tonight, I'm telling you. Jesus got more service in the first half. Yeah, exactly. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Watch the service Havertz gets when he comes in. Jesus is one of the best and worst strikers we have. So frustrating. Odegaard cannot impact a game either. Ethan Nwaneri must be raging. Charlie, Jesus is probably up there with one of the worst strikers I've ever seen at Arsenal, if I'm going to be honest with you. Over the years, the strikers that I've seen, Jesus is in the category of one of the worst. He's up there with Francis Jeffers, I'm afraid. And at the moment, Gyökeres is up there with Lee Chapman. Odegaard cannot impact a game. Nope. And Ethan Nwaneri must be raging. Ethan Nwaneri must be thinking, like, what have I done? What have I done signing that contract? What have I done here? He should demand a move in the summer. He should have his agents and his family bang on that Arteta's door. Well, I wouldn't go through Arteta. I wouldn't even ask him. I'd go straight to Berta and I'd go, I want to speak with you. My man wants a move. Yeah, but he's just signed a new contract. I've just done him a good deal. Don't care. I want him gone. Want him gone. Being treated like crap. Here to there, the word genius is slung around like words world class in today's substandard footballers. 100% the assembled. I've been saying that all along. 100%. Arteta is so rubbish week in, week out, proving his incompetence. Binks, it's going to happen, darling. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you, my friend, as always. It's going to happen. Just got to wait. Just got to wait for it all to crumble. It'll happen. I believe that someone's going to give us a pasting one day. I believe we're going to slip up big time one day. Our luck's going to run out. We're not going to get any own goals. We're not going to get any penalties. We're going to have teams that are going to come out and go, do you know what? Fuck this Arsenal team. We're going to give it to you. Bang, bang, bang. You watch. What I don't understand with Arteta is why does he make the team play so attacking when Gyökeres is missing? Facts. We put in about 80 balls in the first half. You really think he wouldn't have scored? Come on. Exactly. Gyökeres would have scored. And he's sitting there thinking, I don't know, what must he be thinking? Okay, what would you be thinking? If you're Gyökeres, people, my good friends in the chat, my lovely people in the chat, what would you be thinking? I know what I'd be thinking. I'd be pissed off. I'd be going home tonight really frustrated. Spamming crosses into the box with Jesus at the top. Jam boy. Couldn't have said it better myself. The trouble is, right, what we saw tonight is what we're going to see in the Premiership. We ain't going to see no different. People think, oh, yeah, because he's rested players. It ain't his first 11. But if you'd have had Zubimendi in there, if we'd have played Gyökeres, you wouldn't have seen anything different. Snake oil salesman and politician. Mediocre manager. It's cult within a cult. Facts. Absolute facts. Arteta is not a mediocre manager. He's a horrible manager. He's good at PR and politics and shit at football. Facts. Big up DJB. Merry Christmas. We're very lucky again, and missing changes worries me. Yeah, 100%. Speaking to another Arsenal fans at the pub tonight, no one is convinced. Do you know what, Binks? I think a lot of people are going to start turning. And I don't mean the clickbaiters. I don't mean the idiots with channels that just fucking do it for clicks and do it to get a point, to prove a point. I'm talking about you proper Arsenal fans. I'm talking about the people like us that watch it, that watch football, that understand it. Yeah? They're the people I'm talking about. That actually watch it. That can see beyond the facade. Because that's what it is. It's a facade at the moment. I don't think my team Newcastle will beat Man City over 2 legs. But if we do get to the final, I want corner own goal FC in the final. Yeah, don't blame you. You wouldn't be scared of Arsenal, would you, after watching their latest performances, my friend? I don't know. Depends how Man City, depends on what they want to do, doesn't it? Depends what accelerator they want to really put their foot down on. You know? Be interesting. But big up to you, Newcastle. Big up to all the Geordie fans as well. And RAP, one of your fellow Geordies. I know he's from Middlesbrough, Chris Rea. Yeah, love his music, man. Absolute love listening to his music. Fantastic artist. Big up to everyone. 90-minute no goals. Arsenal should have slapped them. Not gone through on pens. There you go. But you'll have your Arsenal fans say, oh, well, that's what true champions do. It's not going to be pretty all the time. Arteta's a genius. He had a feeling it was going to go to penalties. That's why he played Kepa, because he's a better penalty saver. They'll come out with some crap, won't they? You know they will. They'll come out with something. Yes, DJB, do you think it's possible there is a divided loyalties in the changing room? Something isn't gelling on the pitch? Do you know what assembled, right? I said this the other day. I think there's going to be... The problem is when you're winning games, no matter how you're winning games, there's that feel-good factor around the camp, isn't there? It's when you start losing games. If we'd have gone out tonight on penalties, that's when you get the tension. That's when you get the Gorkarezes start going, he should have fucking played me tonight. I'd have bagged tonight. That wouldn't have gone to penalties tonight if I'd have played. Right? That's when you start getting the whispers, and that's when you start getting the tension build up. When it starts going wrong. And it will do. We can't keep winging it all the time. Big up to you, my Palace. Bad luck, my friend. Bad luck. I honestly thought when you equalised, because you should have been probably out of sight in the first half, and when you did get back into the game, 1-1, I thought the pendulum had swung your way. But yeah, big up DJB, Palace fan here. The game was really frustrating. Why is Mikel so cocksure? He hasn't won anything. I'm calling out Glasner. I don't know, my friend. I don't know why he's so cocksure. I'll tell you why he's so cocksure, because he knows that he's not challenged. He's not challenged. See, you guys will call out Glasner. You'll call out Glasner. And you'll get every single fan call out Glasner. You won't get fans not calling out Glasner just because you won your FA Cup. If things start going wrong and you're on the slide down that Premier League table and you miss out on European spots and things like that, you'll start calling out your manager and you'll all stick together on it. The trouble is with our fan base, this manager has got such a following that they respect him and they follow him more than they do the football club. And I'm sorry, but that is a fact. That is how I look at it. That is how I see it. And someone has to convince me otherwise. That's how I see it. I support Arsenal Football Club. The badge, the red and white, the history, what it stands for, no matter who's in charge. If the manager comes there, does the right thing, wins trophies, I'm all for it. But if I'm not convinced and I don't like what I'm smelling, and it don't taste nice, he has to go. I'm sorry. Ethan's needs to leave, 100%. Ethan Smith Rowe. Yep, I think we're too. Yeah, I honestly believe we're a couple of injuries away from absolute disaster, to be honest with you. Absolute disaster. Chris Rea, legend up. Yeah, massive legend, my friend. I think we need a goal lead in the first against City because we usually get beat away. I know. Oh, you got them at home first leg, have you? Yeah, you need to take a win to the Etihad. Any win. You need to win. When it's 2 legs, you got to win your home games. I'll tell you something now. If Chelsea are 2-0 up going into the Emirates, they're through. I don't know of any Arsenal fans who wants to keep Arteta. That's what gets me. So where are the mutants living? Don't know. City will. They're living. I'll tell you where they're living. They're living behind cameras on YouTube, my friend. Yeah. They don't really care about the football club. Glasner will leave at the end of the season anyway. Yeah, I think he will. I feel sorry for Glasner. Now, this is a prime example, right, of a manager not being backed. Glasner is Palace fans, if you're in the chat, help me out here. But from what I see, I can see that it's not your manager. You've got a good manager there. In fact, you've got a very, very good manager from what I see. Unlike our manager, I see your manager has just not been backed by this board. I don't think he's had the money to spend. I don't think he's had the signings that he's wanted. And I don't think he's been able to get the players that he wants. Whereas our manager has had everything. Unsackable contracts, phases, trust in the process, £1 billion. He's had everything. Glasner, on the other end, has had nothing. Wins an FA Cup, gets you into Europe. The board even F's that up, don't they? Where you end up in the Conference Cup. And then they don't back him. So Glasner's a prime example where the board has just not spent any money. Whether that was PSR, I don't really know. I've not really looked into Palace. But for me, Glasner's a good manager. Arteta set-piece coach needs to have a touchline ban. They're out of their box and very close. It's ridiculous. He even gets away with that, doesn't he? He even gets away with that, running down the line and running outside of his technical area. He gets away with everything, man. Gets away with absolutely everything. In January, we've let Perry Groves. I heard Perry Groves having a go at one of the Arsenal fans that rung in the other day. And he was spitting some good facts. And even Perry Groves was saying about, oh, look where we were. Darren Bent. He's a fraud, by the way. Calls himself an Arsenal fan. Right? Saying about, oh, we was a right mess. Look where we were when we took over. A mess of a club. Where is this coming from? That we were a mess and we was this and we was that. The guy got us to a European Cup final. He got us to a UEFA Cup final. Albeit it was absolutely disgusting and we got beat by Chelsea. He also went on a 17-18 run unbeaten run. And he weren't backed and he had no money given to him. But it was a mess. And they're all onto it. All these Arsenal ex-pros, and apart from the real ones like Petit and Henry, they see the bigger picture. Like Darren Bent, Perry Groves, Parler, Keown, Ian Wright. We was a mess of a club. Was we? Really? Yeah, we had problems. There was a lot of things we had to sort out. There was players that we probably had to get rid of. I would say we was a mess. Big up, my friend. Respect to you, DJB. Also, Matty Southern Gooner. Yeah, absolute legend, the Gooner, mate. You guys give a very honest outlook on football. As a 47-year-old, I appreciate honest opinion on football rather than delusional. That's what I try to do, brother. That is all I try to do. Thank you very much indeed for noticing it. All I try to do is just give an honest opinion of what I see. Matty does the same. Shane does the same. There's a lot of us that do the same. And that's all I try and do. I'm not deluded. I can sit here tonight, right? I could have sat here tonight. We're 15 minutes away from Christmas Eve before I go off on my Christmas holidays. I could have sat here tonight and went, oh, that was exceptional. The manager gave an absolute masterclass. Odegaard looked world class tonight. Absolutely fantastic. And as for Gorkarez not getting a start, I thought it was the right decision. Saka, unbelievable. Absolute world-class performance tonight. And those penalties, best in the world. No one was stopping them. Absolute best in the world. And I could sit here and just reel off all of this. Every single stream. Or I could sit here and just tell you how it is. We're winging it. There's problems. We're winging it again. We winged it last season. There's problems. You can't tell me that our attacking play week in, week out, you can't tell me that anyone is not fully confident that we're going to win the Premiership and the Champions League playing like that. Perry Groves was his Christ kept saying, what do you a trophy, Perry, you mug? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He was an awful player, by the way, to be honest with you. He done one good thing, didn't he? Perry Groves. Yeah. 22 unbeaten, yeah. On radio tonight, the commentary picked up on Arteta as about 50 backroom staff in the touchline. What a chef. Crazy. Absolute crazy. All about the money. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Arteta has literally run all the players into the ground for years. This year's injury crisis is just the chickens coming home to roost. 100%. There'll be more injuries. Don't you worry about that. More injuries. Don't forget Jez too, DJB. No, I won't ever forget Jezza, man. Won't ever forget Jezza. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Jezza, Aaron, you know the ones, people. You know the ones. We say it as it is. We say it as it is. We try and keep it real. Yeah. I mean, I do give credit where credit's due. I do give credit where credit's due, you know. And I've always said I think Arteta has done some good things at the football club. It's not all doom and gloom. He's done some great things at the football club. You know, I've seen some good football under him. But I saw Liverpool play some good football under Brendan Rodgers. I see England do some good things under Gareth Southgate. Didn't win anything, though. Didn't win anything. You know? Big up to Gareth Southgate for what he done for England. Semi-finals and all of that. But it weren't brilliant. The football was crap and we didn't win anything. Top mutants say Omri left us in a mess, just like trying to make fairy tale. Yeah, it's in their blood. It's in their blood. I said a question the other day on the OGs, and I put a question to someone that was coming in and in the chat, right? And I asked the question, could Arteta, if he was manager of Aston Villa this season, could he have taken them to where they are now with no money, no signings, and losing his best players? 3 points off the top. Could Arteta do that if he was? Where would Aston Villa be now if Arteta was in charge this season? Where would we be under Unai Emery with this squad and £1 billion? Makes you think, doesn't it? Saliba was decent tonight, apart from the free kick he gave away. Yeah, he looked okay, Jam Boy. He looked okay. I don't think he's back to his Rolls Royce best. I don't think he's anywhere near his kind of. I've seen him better. I've seen him better, Jam Boy. He was okay, but normally I look at Saliba. I've seen Saliba in the past, and I've gone, listen, Saliba last season or the season before wouldn't have done that tonight. You know, a bang on Saliba in form. He would have just turned that player, walked away with a ball, no problem at all. I'm seeing a few frailties in Saliba, to be honest. Why did Martinelli come back to start the second half? He was hobbling, shades of when Timber. Yeah, I don't know. Why is Martinelli getting a shout? To be honest, why is he getting a shout? We all know what Martinelli's about. He's done him in. He can't play 90 minutes. He's not good enough. Yeah, Saliba's penalty was good. I've got to be honest. I earmarked him to miss it. I've got to be honest. When Saliba stepped up, I thought, no, this is it. This is the miss. This is the miss. I'm sure most of you in the chat thought the same as well. I bet your life when he stepped up, I bet you was thinking, this is it. This is the miss. Hands up if you thought Odegaard was going to miss. Or Saka. But Emery was going to get us relegated. We was never going to get relegated under Emery. Never. Arteta's next job, Bristol Rovers or Bath City's that level. They're big clubs, Bristol Rovers. Yeah. I don't know. I think he'll end up I don't know. I reckon he'll end up in Italy or something. Yeah, send more mate. Fucking XG. He would relegate Aston Villa. I don't think you'd be 3 points behind us. If Arteta was in charge of Aston Villa, Aston Villa wouldn't be where they are now. Your top gooners will say, Aston Villa would be top. Arteta probably would have Villa relegated, Unai took over. I think they'd be mid-table or just hovering, to be honest. Emery never got time. No, he was never given time. Never given time. Shame, really. Here today, I know you how common sense isn't one blunder man's top assets. Facts, my friend. I rate our defensive players, Rice included, and no idea taxied forward drives me mad. Yeah, look, defensively, we're solid. I've always said that, you know. We are quite, compact. We do suffocate teams. We don't give up much. We don't give a lot of chances away. But going forward, it's not good. It's not good, people, is it? I don't think it is anyway. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Guys, if you ain't subbed, can you put a sub on it? Because we're getting to we're getting on our way to 3K, guys. I'd like 3K by the spring, at least by the time winter's out. I'd like 3K. So make sure you sub. Just go and check. Doesn't cost anything. But what you must do is smash a like, because that really does help the channel, guys. Really does. Smash a like on it. Villa would be mid-table, like the 12th, and Arsenal would be 6 points clear. Yep. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not. I hope everyone's well, people. I hope everyone's well. Arteta would relegate Villa. I'm not sure whether they'd get relegated, because Aston Villa would have decent players, wouldn't they? And even Mikel Arteta wouldn't fall that low, surely. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think he'd. Well, not that I don't think he wouldn't. There you go, he wouldn't. Aston Villa would not be 3 points behind Arsenal Football Club if he was in charge of Aston Villa. No way. Saliba's missing Gabby. Yes, good point, Jamboy. If you can occupy Declan Rice, you have a chance versus Arsenal. 100%. Melbourne, 6-7-5-6. You'll be seeing that. If Declan Rice gets injured, you'll be seeing it. Look at our midfield tonight, Marino and Norgard. That's frightening, man. That's frightening. But squad depth, apparently. Arteta is negative defensive thinking manager. Yep, that's why Gorkarez can't score. Any Arsenal fans celebrating that win are nothing but a disgrace. That second half was embarrassing. AFC, 87 always. 100%, my friend. 100%. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. Let's be honest. It ain't good, is it? Same cheap. Look nervous. Pillow foot, exactly. Nwaneri is nothing but a water boy. He's not even a water boy. Don't know what he is. Don't know what he is. Probably collects the shirts in at the end of the game. Cuts the oranges up at half time or something. I don't know what he does. Don't know what he does. I don't know what he's doing there. If I was his parent, I'd want him out. I'd want him out. Yeah, I thought Odegaard was going to miss. Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz, Jesus should be moved on. Odegaard, I don't know, man. He doesn't do it for me. I think he's reached his ceiling, Odegaard, to be honest. Some players do, don't they? They just reach it. I've said this about Saka. I can't see Saka getting any better. I think Saka's just going to be Saka. Saka's a really, really good player. He's a great player. He's not world class. He's a great player. But I just don't think he's going to get any better. I think this is the levels he's at. I think Odegaard's the level he's at. And this is what I said the other day. I think I said it to Matty. We're going to come a time when players at this football club are not going to get any better. They're just going to stand still. And if we don't move them on at the right time, we're going to be lumbered with them. For me, Odegaard should be moved on in the summer. Martinelli should be moved on in the summer. I'd still probably move Trossard on in the summer. Nwaneri, I'd get out on loan. And then I'd be looking to bring some fresh players in and freshen it up a little bit. Because there will be a time when players just reach their ceiling, reach their level, and it just all fades away. That's why it's important we win trophies this season, because next season, them players will be shot to bits. And to push them again to that next level, I don't think you're going to be able to do it. I just don't think you're going to be able to do it. Honestly thought Odegaard would miss because he missed against Man United. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd miss. Odegaard is a decisive level. Yeah, he is. He's not good enough for me. He's not that what you want to see. No way Rallo would take Arteta. No. I don't know where he's going to end up, Arteta, to be honest. Odegaard needs to go to Ajax. DJ beat a 3K. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get on the road to that. Let's get on the road to that. I'm a little bit off it at the moment, people. Yeah, I'm sort of. It's going to take a while, but listen, we're getting there, people. We're getting there. We're getting there. If it takes its time, it takes its time. You know, I'm just happy with what I've got, and I appreciate all of you that have subbed to me. I appreciate all the members. Everyone that comes into the chat, whether you agree with me, whether you don't agree with me, if you don't like what I say, or you don't like the answers I'm giving you to your comment, you know, I don't mean anything in it. I'm not offensive. It's all opinions. It's all debates. But I appreciate every single one of you people, and respect all the football fans. That's what it is. It's respect to all the football fans. It's hard work supporting football teams. Arteta, no, he's a coward. He's a very negative gaffer. 100%. Very negative. Very negative. It could cost us in the end. Could cost us in the end. He's a fat Callum Chambers in Cardiff City captain. He's 100 better than Odegaard, and he's going to win the league. One title. He's got more trophies than Arteta. Another ex-Arsenal player winning trophies. Facts. Big up to you, Todd. Big up to you, my friend. 9 players helping our defences while we're good defence lives you shit up. We are terrible going forward. I'm sorry. I can't gloss it. I can't gloss it. DJB Ramadan 2026 from the 18th of February. Oh, right. Okay, my friend. Big up to you. Happy Ramadan when it comes round. Why not? What did you think of Calafiori as the correct position at centre-back? Not. I need a couple of games under my belt at centre-back, to be honest, Calafiori. I think that's his position, personally. I think if he had a run of games at centre-back, I think he'd be better than what he is at left-back. But again, he goes missing, and you can't have him going missing at centre-back. But he's allowed to, and he's allowed to do what he likes. Big up to Suge. Thank you very much, my friend, as usual. Arteta has given us moments, but he hasn't given us performances. I agree. Like that where there is no one above 5 out of 10, but players also need accountability. Back, Suge, as always. Big up to you, my legendary friend. Absolute facts. Yeah, they're 5 out of 10. I think players do need to take accountability sometimes. I think players do play below par sometimes. But I believe they get bored of the tactics. That's what I'm believing, Suge. I believe they just comes to a point where the players are just getting fed up of the tactics and they're frightened to say anything. A lot of these players play with fear. They don't play with freedom. They don't play with a smile on their face. Some of these players don't look as if they're enjoying their football. There's a lot to come out, Suge. There's a lot to come out. If we don't win trophies this season, there's going to be a lot of unrest in the Arsenal camp. A lot of unrest. Yeah, big up to man like Danso. Welcome, my friend. Big up. Saka lost his pace. He's definitely lost his pace. Massive. Showing major cracks. David, big up to you, my friend. Major cracks, 100%. Indeed, Deji, let's be honest. Saka was played so much while he was hurt. He's already on decline physically. He's lost a step. Yeah, I just don't think Saka's going to get any better. I can't see Saka getting any better. But Saka, even Saka below par, is still better than a lot of players in the Premiership. But he ain't the Saka I want going forward at this football club. Saka should be levels now. Saka should be like 15 goals plus a season. Same in assists. He should be absolutely balling. He should be at the level now where he's just, everyone's raving about him. Every single person's raving about him. And he's not. He just has good little moments here and there. And that's it. He hasn't really brought him on tenfold, has he? He hasn't really. Let's be honest. Sometimes players need a new voice. I've said this all along, my friend. I've said this all along. I've said that managers have a shelf life, no matter what they win. Pep's got a shelf life, and look what he's won. Klopp, Ancelotti, yeah, Simeone. They've all got shelf lives now, the modern manager. I always say 5-6 years is probably about a manager's limit now at a football club. And then it's time to freshen it up. The players get stale. The players must get bored. They're in the training sessions week in, week out. It gets to the stage where they just get fed up. Listening to the same voice, the same tactics, the same nonsense that comes out, pickpocketing and all this madness. You know? Oda trash. Martin's Melly. Big up to you, my friend. I celebrate every win. Who said it's embarrassing not to celebrate a win? Listen, you celebrate how you want to celebrate your team winning, not a problem. I think what he meant was on that is that some people over celebrate. There'd be Arsenal fans now absolutely over celebrating. Yeah, be pleased, be happy, but really, it's not how you want to win a football match, really, is it? I just felt it didn't have that feeling tonight. It had, perhaps because it was the time it was played, 23rd of December, say day before Christmas Eve. The crowd was a bit kind of mishmashy, wasn't it? A lot of season ticket holders, including myself, put it on the exchange. Didn't go tonight. Don't know. It just didn't feel like a cup tie for me. And when I was looking at the players on the on the halfway line when the penalty shootout was going on, and they were laughing and joking and all of that, I'm thinking like, what is going on? What is going on? DJB Semenyo going to Man City. Their wingers Semenyo, Doku, Foden, 10. Yeah, if he goes to Man City, brother, wow. Wow. Lots of options. DJB Nwaneri should just sell buy back clause. He shouldn't be there now. If he's there next season, he's going to end up, I don't know where he's going to end up, to be honest. He'll end up in the Championship or something. Feel like Arteta will play Jesus in 29. Yeah. Don't feel like it, brother. It's happening. It's happening. It is happening. If he was serious about Gyökeres being his first choice number 9, he would have played tonight. Get some confidence, score a goal, score 2 goals. He'd have played tonight. I don't think Gyökeres is his first choice now. I think he's just waiting for Havertz now. I think that's his missing jigsaw, if you like. And I think he's waiting for Havertz just to slot straight in. Christmas Eve 2025, people. 4 minutes past midnight. Semenyo is on his way to City. Yeah. I can guarantee anyone here, Arteta ain't beating Chelsea over 2 legs. I think I'm with you on that, my friend. Just get Odegaard out. Don't worry about getting money for him. Now get something for him. I'm fed up with players going for free. We need something. But he would definitely be one I would sell in the summer. 100%. So Hal, go for it. Absolutely. I'll say this and people won't like it. Whilst Rice is our most important player, the amount of aimless running he's doing is getting too much. He's trying too hard. Soj, I said this the other day to one of my friends. I said, he's trying too hard. I think he's trying too much. He's also trying to be the captain, isn't he? You see it in the tunnel. You see it on the pitch. He's trying to be the voice as well. Yeah? He's trying too hard. I tell you what, honestly, he's another player. If we don't win a trophy, his head's going to turn like an owl. I'm telling you. He's going. 100%. Soj is spot on. Of course, he's always spot on, the Soj. Big up, DJ. Smash the like button. Please, people, it does help. We need a manager. We'll get one if he doesn't win anything, my friend. I'm hoping we get one even if he wins the Carabao Cup. If he wins the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, I want a new one. I ain't flip-flopping around. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, give him another year. Why? Give him another year. To do what? If he wins silverware this year, we've waited 6 years. We've got to wait another 6 years before he wins anything. The manager would be here 12 years, and you've won a Carabao Cup in 12 years. Players like Jesus and Madueke have no end product. Nope. They have got end product, not under this manager though. When we don't laugh out loud, he's not a good manager. Well, according to everyone else, he's the best in the world. So I'm happy we got through. I'm happy with the 3 points, but I won't be celebrating shit performances. No, can't celebrate shit performances. Just be happy and move on. Nothing to celebrate. Ain't won nothing yet. Madwake is shit. Yeah, I didn't want him. I wouldn't say shit, but I didn't want him. I didn't want him at the club. Didn't want him at the club. Why? Big up, Tyrell. Hope you well. Should have took our chances in the first half. Yep. Gorkarez would have scored tonight, Tyrell. Gorkarez would have scored tonight, but the manager don't want him. Doesn't trust him. Doesn't want him. Simeone's realistic. I like him next season. I've always said I wanted Zidane. Personally, I want Zidane, but I don't think we'll get him. I don't think we'll get Zidane. But you never know, do you? Money talks. If this manager's on £15 million a year, why can't we go and get Zidane? Ask any rival fan if they would take Lego Head. Probably not. Probably not. Why hasn't he been offered other jobs then? Why ain't teams tried to turn his head? I can't even be bothered to get up at 7 a.m. my time to watch the game live. Barely up for highlights. How can people pay money to watch this? Tommy Gunn 90, my friend. Exactly. I just hope it improves. I really hope it's improving. I really do. Smash a like, people. Smash a like. You know it makes sense. Zidane is my number one. Lux, he's mine as well. He's mine as well. Agreed, DJB. Arteta is judged like he isn't one of the 10 biggest clubs in the world. Newsflash, we are. Absolutely. Own Goals FC. Yeah, it used to be Set Piece FC, ole, ole. It's Own Goals FC now. Own goal again, ole, ole. I wouldn't want Lego Head at Toon. He's an absolute... He is. Oh, man. Trouble is, right, with the Newcastle fans, they just wouldn't put up with it. This is what I mean. Every fan base I know are pretty much united. Our fan base, you can't unite them. We've even got other fans that support other clubs going on about how great this manager is. We've got the biggest channel on YouTube, the guy that runs that. You know who he is. Thinks the sun shines out of Arteta's backside. If he's that good, why don't you get rid of your flop as a manager, hammer him, and have him at Man United? Have him at Manchester United. If he's that good, have him at Manchester United. Sing from the rooftops, from the Stretford end. How many Man United fans would want Arteta? And I'm talking proper Man United fans. Yeah? And yet they all go on about him as if he's like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what Arteta's done. He's done this and he's done that. Blah, 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 blah. He hasn't won anything. He hasn't won nothing. His in-game management is absolutely appalling. He nearly threw it away tonight. Jam Boy. Glasner has done very well at Palace. He's about six. He is about 60 and never heard of him before. Palace, what did he achieve before? Genuine question. I think he was in Glasner. Did he win? He won a European competition, didn't he? Who was it he won? Who did he win a Euro competition with? Can't remember. Someone in the chat will tell you. Can't remember off the top of my head, Jam Boy. But he has won trophies before he went to Palace. The thing is, right, Glasner has managed elsewhere. Most of these managers have managed elsewhere. Trouble is with Arteta, he's never managed anywhere. He's come straight off of a training ground, giving out bibs and putting cones out, to managing the third biggest club in the country. He must have went home to his wife. His wife must have thought he was having an April's Fool. When he went home to his wife in December 6 years ago and said, "Yo, you're never going to believe it, I've been offered the Arsenal job," she probably turned around and went, "Are you mad? Is this a wind-up? It's December. Why are you giving me April Fools now?" Even she couldn't probably believe it. Mate, that guy could fall out of a plane without a parachute and still land on his feet. Tommy Gunn, it was 6 a.m. for me. I hate that. I get up every game. Serge, you're an absolute legend, man. He does. He gets up every game. Crack of dawn. Honestly. Serge, hats off to you, my friends. In fact, hats off to everyone around the world that gets up at silly hours to watch Arsenal. Honestly. How you keep awake, I don't know. Big up DJB, smash your like and subscribe the button. Lee Gunner is going live for an emergency meeting to come and join him when the stream is finished. I'll tell you what, I wish I could, but I've got such a busy day tomorrow, my people. It's Christmas Eve. I really wanted to do this late night chat before the Christmas break, people, because I don't think I've had a one-to-one chat for quite a while, really, because I've had guests on a Sunday sit back and I've had a lot of guests on my shows. But what I want to say, people, is thank you very much for all your support that you've given me since I started my channel in the spring up until December. Every single one of you, everyone that's subscribed, every member, everyone that's followed me on other streams, everyone that's followed me whilst I've been on other channels. Thank you very much, honestly, because I do this because I enjoy talking about football. I've met brilliant people through this by doing this, and people in the chat that follow me on a regular basis. It's honestly, it's a privilege. Absolute privilege. And you know, I feel like you're just sitting here in me living room. I feel like you're just sitting down the pub or wherever, and we're just having a little chat and we're just talking and having a debate. And that's what it's like for me. It's like being in your own home or sitting on the sofa and having a good old chat. That's all I do it for. It's brilliant. Thank you very much, people. Really appreciate it. If someone like Arteta manages in the real world, I'd quit my job straight away. All I'm saying, guys, is that this manager needs to deliver. Needs to deliver. And I'm talking major. I'm talking about Premiership. I'm talking Champions League. Nothing else will do for me this season. I'll take it. I'll be happy. I just want a trophy. That is a definite. But I want more than that. 6 years in a job, £1 billion spent, the whole freedom of North London. I want more than that. We deserve more than that as fans, guys. Us as fans have backed the process. We've gone through the phases. We as fans deserve more than Carabao Cups and FA Cups. We want Premierships now. And if you can't give us that, then you need to leave the football club. And that is what I've been saying from day one. That is what I've been saying from day one. I can't believe what he's doing to certain players. He's killing Nwaneri. Lewis Skelly is going to go down the same route. Eze now has become a squad player. Gorkarez, he can't seem to find the conviction to make him a top striker at Arsenal. He hasn't got it in him to do that. He doesn't want him. That's obvious. Jesus is coming back in the team, a player that we wanted to sell. that was washed, injury prone. Get rid of him. Everyone was saying it. Now they want him back in the team. Havertz is going to come back into the team. Odegaard, we've seen it, is coming back in the team at the expense of Eze. And I'll leave you with this, people. We still have injuries. We still have players in the red zone. We still have players that are not firing on all cylinders. It's not free-flowing. It's not attractive. It's not pretty to watch. But we are top of the league. We are top of the league. And you've got to take it. And you've got to be happy that we're top of both leagues. I'm happy that we're top of the Champions League. I'm happy that we're top of the Premier League. If people was to ask me now, if people was to say to me now, DJB, do you think we can win the Premiership? I'd have to turn around and give them an honest answer. I don't think that this team is still good enough to go on and win the Premiership under this football manager. That is my opinion. Now, I did say not so long ago that I believe that we could win the Champions League. And I still think we have got a really good chance of winning the Champions League. Because it's the style of football we play seems to suit the Champions League better. But from what I've seen recently, I've changed my mind. I don't think we can win the Champions League. And that's just my opinion, people. I'm just being honest with you. I think there's too many flaws tactically in this manager's in this manager. Is he a good coach? I don't know. I don't see players that really massively improve under him. So I can't comment. We can win it, but City have to be the favourites now. We let Pep hang around and he's found a new formula. Yeah. You got to be something special. When Pep gets in the groove, mate, you got to be something special. You've got to be someone special. And I just don't think he's got that. He doesn't make the right decisions when it really matters. No. Teams are pacing in the Champions League at the moment. And that's what, yeah, exactly. Tangy, honestly, yeah, exactly, my friend, right? Because I said this to Matty, Southern Gooner. This is when the season starts. December is when the season starts. Teams now are getting in the groove. Players are getting in the groove. Players are starting to get used to how they want to play. New players, new sign. See, if you look at Wirtz, he's starting now to play. You look at our new signings, they're getting worse. You look at the signings these teams have made, like Cherky, Wirtz, Reinders, all of these, they're now in December proving why these clubs signed them. Our new signings are getting worse. Their new signings are now peaking. This is the difference. Imagine this Australian league, 12 teams total with £75 million. Arteta's salary till the end of 2025, roughly 50 million. Wow. Big up to you, Suge, man. Imagine this I'll have to read it again, Suge. Imagine this Australian league, 12 teams total worth 75 million. Total, 12 teams, 75 mil. Arteta's salary till the end of 2025 is roughly 50 million. So basically, he's worth the whole of the Australian league. It's just mad. It's crackers, isn't it, Suge? It is absolute crackers. Suge, member, 5 months. Big up. Jamboy, member. Big up to you. Honestly. Absolute. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Love and bless to you all. Totally agree. City a prime example. Late starters going on a run. It's a race, not a sprint between the master and the novice. Yeah, absolutely. But this is what I'm saying. Gorkares not really improving. Eze not really improving. Meanwhile, Cherky, Verts, Reinders, I'm just naming a few, are starting now to get into the groove at the nitty-gritty part of the season. So now the season is well underway and we're into December. Why have we got players dropping off? Why is there still question marks over Gorkares? Why is there still question marks over Eze? We're in December. And this is another thing what gets me with the Arsenal fans, right? They and ah. If they're that confident with their manager, they shouldn't be and ahhing over a football match. They should be going, yeah, we'll beat them, smash them, no problem. Smash them. Yeah, flogs the same 13 players. Always. No, I was actually chatting with Jamboy on WhatsApp and we were joking that Arsenal would probably go out on pens. It's unsustainable. It won't end well. No, Endon, we got lucky tonight, brother. Again, yeah, we should have been out of sight in the first half. But once the Palace equalised, we didn't look like scoring and we got lucky. Let's be honest. Another own goal and through on penalties. Is that really what you want to see from a team that's had £1 billion spent on it? Is that what you want to see? Is that Arsenal? When you've seen the Mersons and the Rocastles and the Henrys and the Bergkamps, Perez's, Lundbergs, and you're watching that? Really? Is that what makes you an happy Arsenal fan? Not me. Not me, people. Not me. But anyway, people, stay safe. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. So if you're on holidays, if you celebrate Christmas, enjoy. Blessed to you all. Blessed to the family. Keep well. Keep safe. Once again, a big, big thank you. I'm just going to set up. Now I'm going to go where you go and raid Lee. One sec, people. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. One sec. Yeah, so it's just like it's not what I want to see. I want to see flowing football. I want to see good football. I deserve to see flowing good football, people. It's £1 billion spent on the team. Of course I want to see it. Why not? Crazy work. Where is he? Where's Lee? Up and coming. Red Devils. Chelsea need revenge. Northside. Northside's live. Get over to Northside. Right, we're going to... Chelsea need revenge for Baku. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 1. Yeah, Northside's live, people. So we can get over to Northside. Yeah. Northside is live. So when we finish here, you're going to redirect over to Northside. Just put DJB, the Huddle Raid or Huddle Raid, DJB Raid, whatever it is. But yeah, big up to everyone. Hope you have a great Christmas. Have a good holiday. Thank you very much for all your support throughout the year. It's been an absolute pleasure. My next stream probably might be the Sunday sit back. See how we go. Come on, you Gunners, please. Let's start, people. Give us something to get excited about. Yeah. There you go. That's going to be my next title. Give me something to get excited about. Let's get excited. Lux, big up to you, my friend. Suge, big up to you. And Mel Bean, it's been a pleasure, my friend. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you put a sub. Welcome to the community. And big up to you, Nicholas. Merry Christmas. Fantastic. Jam Boy. Lynch was in earlier on as well. Big up to him. Yeah, big up to everyone, people. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. And come on, you Gunners. We're in the semi-final. 2 legs against Chelsea. Who knows? Got Brighton on Saturday. That's going to be a tough game. They've got players back now. And Danny Welbeck. Now, there's a striker that the manager's getting the best out of, isn't it? Danny Welbeck, people. Look how he's balling out. So, yeah. Keep it going, people. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. And we're going over to Northside. Take care. Blessed every single one of you.